Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel.
Alright guys, we got a live action Leroy update for you guys. World Cup, we leave in a day, so we got a lot to do. But let me get you guys updated on what's happening. So we have the transmission and torque tube out of Leroy right now. We're going to be putting these billet bushings in the torque tube today. And then James is actually going to be working on the diff. So Leroy is in the trailer. We got to go up to ProFab. If you guys remember, we had a belly pan made for this car forever ago. But when we got that new TRZ subframe, we weren't able to run the belly pan that we had. So according to World Cup Finals rule book, you have to have a full belly pan under the car with a 2-inch lip to hold any fluids that may come out of your engine if, you know, it catastrophically fails. So we got the headless Horseman. Leroy still has no head on his driver's side of the engine, but we're getting the head from the machine shop while we're out. So Leroy's strapped in. We are heading up to ProFab right now. They are going to make us a quick belly pan before we leave. And while all that's going down, James is going to be here fixing the diff, putting the parts of the diff from the broken case into our new case that we got from Ste B. And then today I'm finally going to talk to you guys about what the bald eagle switch does on Leroy, because we are going to be using it this week at World Cup. I feel like a lot of you have picked up on what it does, but we're actually gonna start implementing it a lot with our racing. And I'm gonna tell you guys all about that today when we get back. We got a lot of stuff to do though, so let's head up to ProFab. All right guys, Leroy's up on the lift here at ProFab. They are working on the belly pan. We are gonna head to Fast Forward Race Engines right now and get his head. Dang, man. This place is cool as hell. Dang. So, every time we've messed up Leroy's heads and had to get them fixed locally, this is where they go. This is Fast Forward Race Engines. They're in Port Richey, kind of by ProFab. They serve the whole Tampa, Bradenton area, you know the deal, so. Sweet. Oh man, we got a whole assembly room. Dang. You guys just moved in here too, right?
A few months back, yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah. Damn, that looks so good. Yeah, so nice and clean. So yeah, I guess there was just a little lip on, I think the exhaust valve. Yeah, just had a lip on the seat, so they cut it down. Good to go, milled the surface. Brand new, ready to rip. Guys, this is the reason why you find yourself a nice fab shop. Troy, here at ProFab, just whip this thing up. You know how the bell housing hangs down? Look at this. This thing is sick. It did not take him long at all to whip this thing up. So we just got to mount it with a couple tabs and bolts, and this thing will be ready to rip at World Cup. They'll let us race, but damn, it's sick. Might have to paint it too, but that looks pretty freaking awesome. All right, Leroy's in the trailer, guys. We have our belly pan sitting up there. Didn't put it on because I got to work on him when I get him back to the shop, but we're looking freaking good, so back to the shop we go. Oh my goodness, I didn't get to see you all day. She didn't get to go to ProFab or anything. Oh, missed you. You ripping that thing?
Yeah.
Give her a wide open throttle pull.
Oh, pull the wheel.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, look at that ripper. All right, so we got Leroy back. Dude, the belly pan is sick. Wait till you see it.
Yeah.
Troy crushed it.
Cooler than the old one?
Way better than the old one. Damn. And guys, look at this thing. So we got our golf cart. It's actually a Ford. So we're gonna be towing Leroy with a Ford into the staging lanes. These guys down in Sarasota, Florida set us up with this thing. It's called the Toy Barn. Look at this thing. Look at them wheels, Coop. You check the wheels? This is a serious golf cart. So we're gonna take this up to Maryland with us. Put it on the bottom floor. Yeah, yeah, that carbon weave. So we're gonna take the top off so it fits under Leroy. This thing's gonna be bogging.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. She actually loves golf carts too. She doesn't like those things though. She's like, please. Is that the horn? Oh, we got new shirt designs coming with us to World Cup. Woo! 2 new shirts actually. We have a new long sleeve shirt that we're releasing for this fall, and a new green shirt. We got the lineup coming. I saw James put a handle with care sticker on the new diff. That's funny. So there's our new diff case that we got from Ste B. We cleaned it up. We got everything put in there from my diff. So
a little Frankenstein.
It's a little Frankenstein. Doesn't look as good as it used
Pieces
to.
From all over.
Put it in gear. There we go. See that spinning right there? Oh yeah, that's 4th gear. There we go. Neutral. Oh yeah. All right, so this is all ready to go. I'm gonna pull Leroy in here, and James is gone for the day, so I'm gonna solo dolo throw the transmission back up in there. How you feeling? You got stuff to do tonight?
Hopefully fold more shirts.
Oh yeah, hopefully our new shirts come in, because they're at Our new shirts are being printed like just down the street at T-Shirt Labs, so
They killed it.
they killed it. They're so sick. I love them. So we'll pick those up in a bit, but I'm gonna start working on the drivetrain. And James did finish up the torque tube, so this now has billet bushings in it. Feels the same, looks the same, but it's new and improved. So I think you guys have seen me take this transmission in and out enough times. I'm just gonna drop this cradle, throw the transmission in real quick. As you guys know, it's just these 4 bolts for the subframe, drop it on the ground, stick the torque tube in, then the trans and diff, and that's pretty much it. Just take some time. Oh yeah, but guys, we got our new diff mount we gotta try. Remember I told you about this the other day? So this thing is gonna be in here. Dang, that thing is gonna look pretty cool. It actually even says Leroy on it. Freaking neat. Alrighty guys, the diff and trans and torque tube is in, and man, this diff case is ugly. Holy cow, I missed a painted one. At least we still have our rear plate on it. I guess we got the driver's side one too, but looks good. I got that new diff mount on there. Hopefully this thing helps out with the stress on the case. Farsight Industries, we're kind of testing this out for them, so kind of cool. I like trying new products, and we'll definitely bring our backup diff mount to Maryland with us, but this thing looks awesome, man. It's really cool and it's tight. Guys, I think this thing's gonna help a lot. The diff is so solid in here. How freaking cool is that? Someone reaches out with a solution to our problem. Well, hopefully a solution to our problem. This thing feels way more solid than the stock mount that we had in there. We had a brand new stock mount, a pretty stiff one. And this thing is way better, really cool. All right guys, Leroy is all back together. I didn't put the wheels on because we are putting on some fresh tires before World Cup. We're going full rip. Gotta have the fresh tires. So a couple of things that are new, I guess, would just be the diff mount. And then I did change out the stub on the axle that broke while we were in Houston. So just the stub broke, and G-Force was nice enough to send us one of these and a spare. And we have 2 full axle spares for Maryland. We are gonna be able to break some stuff. So good to know we can go full rip and break some parts and still have some backup. Cooper, you know what I'm about to do right now?
It looks like you have the size for an axle.
I'm just holding this. No, I just tightened them down. I'm about to tell the people the meaning behind the bald eagle switch.
You can't tell them.
I know. That's what I was thinking about all this time. We haven't told them, and we're going to World Cup, and you know we're going to need the bald eagle switch.
Yep.
It's time. It's finally time. All right, so guys.
Casey's going to be excited.
Everyone's going to be excited. All right, so guys, the bald eagles switch. Everyone has asked about this from the day we put it in the car. And I will say it's placed in a terrible position for what it does. Now you gotta remember, when we built this car, or I guess, and I decided a lot of these things to be put in the car, I didn't really know what I was doing. So this switch is what's called a scramble switch. So when this switch is on, it adds a scramble to whatever our boost setting is. So say I flip this switch on mid-run, if my boost is set at say 20 PSI, I can make this switch add 30% higher of a boost level to the tune-up.
30?
Well, I mean 30 if we really wanted to rip. Or we can set it at 5, 10, 15. So say I'm running, just to make numbers easy, say I'm running 10 pounds of boost. I'm going down the track. I reach over because someone's chasing me down, and I reach over and I hit this on, and I had in the tune to add 30% on the scramble button. It would up the boost to 13 pounds of boost. So while we're in Maryland, we're gonna need this because there's a lot of really fast imports, and just, I mean, every car there is stupid fast. So if I'm getting chased down on the big end, I'm gonna need this switch. I'll be able to reach over and turn it on and add however much we add, however much we want it to be. So in the tune-up prior to the run, we'll set it at 20% or 30%.
Ideally, just wham shut those gates.
Just close the waste gates and really let it rip. And even if I'm chasing someone down, I'm close enough, I can hit the button and add the boost that we're gonna need, because it's hard on the car to run it at max boost every single pass. But if we run it a little bit below max and say I just need max for 1 gear, well, I've got that button and I can hit it. Now, this position for the button is terrible, and we need to change it, so that's what we're gonna do today. The bald eagle switch is actually gonna be positioned on the steering wheel from here on out. All right, so for the longest time, I have had this steering wheel that I bought off of Amazon when we first got Leroy. Great steering wheel, never had a problem with it. But we're now switching to this lightweight Motion Raceworks steering wheel, and Motion Raceworks hooked us up with this, just got us an all black steering wheel, and they sent us the hub and everything, so it's good to go. It's got a couple of holes here for switches, but they actually sent an even cooler thing. Here's my buttons too. Got the buttons. So what they sent us is this little dealy whopper, and this mounts right on the steering wheel so that when I'm going down the track, when it's ready to rip and hit the freaking bald eagle scramble switch, all I gotta do is reach right here with my thumb and go bow, and that's when the bald eagles.
You're gonna hit it every pass.
I know, but the thing is, guys, I can't hit it every pass. So we'll have a really hot tune in Leroy this weekend. We'll be running definitely more power than we ever have before. And if the opportunity arises where I need more, which I hope I don't need, if someone's about to come around me or if I'm just right behind somebody, I will reach over and hit this button, and it will probably put Leroy
Fast and Furious style.
It's gonna be Fast and Furious style. It's almost like a nitrous button, but it's a boost scramble button.
Push.
So literally, guys, if I need it, I can push this button, and it's probably gonna up Leroy. We'll try and set it to put him in the 35 pounds of boost range with that switch, no matter what tune-up we're on, and it's gonna go fast. That's gonna see some 190 mile an hour type stuff if I hit that early enough.
You're just gonna push it per gear too.
Once I hit it one time, I can set it. Well, I can set it to stay on for 2 seconds or 5 seconds or the rest of the pass. So what I'm gonna do is, if this button gets hit, it'll stay on the scramble for the rest of the run. The thing is, I want to be careful with using it because if I'm running 35 pounds of boost, there's a lot that can break, and I especially don't want to hold 35 pounds of boost on a 3/4 shift because that could really break the transmission. So I got to be careful. Really, this is going to be a switch for the big end. Like when I'm on the second half of the track, if I need it, only if I need it, I hit it, and Leroy's going to rip. So this steering wheel, I'm going to take it out in the morning, and we'll switch this one on, and we can get everything wired up. So we have that scramble. Dude, that's going to be so sick. Just hauling, just feel it light up and
push to pass.
Push to pass, baby. All right, so you guys have been spamming me long enough, especially on the live feed. Everyone was like, what is the freaking bald eagle switch? And you finally know it's not gonna be on a switch anymore. It's gonna be on a button. That's kind of a weird place for me to put it from the start. And now we're putting it in an actual usable position on my steering wheel. So I don't even have to reach for anything. I just, on my thumb, kapow, and it'll rip. So I'm excited to try it out. I've never had a scramble button on any of my cars. I've never used the bald eagle switch, honestly. I think we used it one time on a drift pad doing a burnout, but this is gonna be the first time I really get to use it, and we're gonna need it in Maryland. So, but that's all for updates on Leroy today. The transmission, everything's back in. We're gonna do the head in the morning. I have to go down to the track actually in the morning, and then we'll get the head finished up. We'll put Leroy on the dyno, make one test hit just to make sure everything is good before we go all the way to Maryland and have a problem. That's it. Cooper and I hop in Monica, drive to Maryland. We get there on Thursday or Wednesday night. James flies in Thursday. We have qualifying Friday, Saturday, racing eliminations on Sunday, and fingers crossed that we do well. So we're definitely gonna break some parts. You guys got to be ready for us to break parts. We have a lot of spare stuff, but just be ready for parts to fly.
James is bringing his toolbox.
James is bringing his toolbox. This will be the tightest prep track we've ever raced on, and we're going to be running more power than we've ever ran in the history of Leroy. So we're going to break some records this weekend, I hope. And
it's going to be sick too.
And the weather's going to be amazing. There's going to be a ton of spectators at World Cup, so look it up. Come on out, find us. We are releasing a new shirt there. We're releasing 2 new shirts there. They'll be on the website eventually, but if you guys come out to World Cup or Cleetus in cars, you get them first. Man,
Holly will be there.
Holly will be there. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Do it for Dale. We'll see you later, and shout out to ProFab for helping us out today, and Fast Forward Race Engines hooking us up with getting the head work done really fast. So everything's coming together. We're going to make it out to World Cup, and we are going to let her rip tater chips. So we'll see you later, guys.